football as well as we get ready to review this Alabama Georgia game. First things first, I cannot believe that Alabama found some way to pretty much be a struggle for Georgia, but then again, they always match up pretty well. Kirby Smart versus Nick Saban, the assistant versus the head coach, the apprentice versus the master, so on and so forth. There's so many ways you can go about it. But first things first, Melrose grew up in front of our eyes. In the Tennessee game, the Kentucky game, and now the Georgia game. He's found his way, and this is where it's going to get really fun in college football, is now that because Alabama beat number one Georgia, you have to pray and hope. This is me making this video not with the Florida State game. The Florida State game is about to come on, so I'm in the middle right now. Should have waited, but I kind of want to get this out. You're kind of hoping if you're Georgia, Florida State loses. That way, obviously, you can kind of fall into it. However, where do you put Alabama at? Do we rank Alabama in the top four? Because they did take down the top dogs. They beat the team that won 26 games in a row. This game just got out of hand, man. It got out of hand towards the end. Georgia really started playing, and it's kind of like they've been like this all season. They were limited on offense. They kind of kept Brock Bowers contained when he was on the field. Lloyd McConkey, the white boy receiver, I like him. He had a couple of catches that probably should have got them where they needed to be. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, Georgia played pretty much how they always play. Just, run the ball, pass a few plays, run the ball, pass a few plays. Alabama actually opened up more of a playbook, surprisingly enough. It's just the way Alabama was just distributing it, the way Alabama was moving down the field. It's like they were never really out of it. They seemed like they were the ones that control the tempo of the game. That's what it felt like, The announcer said it best that Alabama comes out in the red because they're the home team. And it's funny that you say that. They acted like they were at home against Georgia. They were physical up front. Dallas Turner and Chris Roswell for the edge rushers for Alabama owned it. But I'm not going to sit here and discredit Georgia's defense because Walker, geez Louise, as I showed it was a few highlights there a few plays ago, number 11. That boy put some fear in Milroe. So the defense was there for both sides of the ball. However, 24 points, 27, that does say a lot there too. As we get ready to break down in here, and I'm getting ready to talk in the final 2 minutes about the game, this is my favorite part of it. But just watching this game, it didn't seem like Georgia ever had a real true hold on it. Crucial fumble right here, by the way, too, in the third quarter, 2 minutes left in there. Crucial fumble. This is when you beat yourself up. Georgia started beating themselves up in this game, and that was a play, and all Alabama did was what they were supposed to do. Capitalize. Take advantage. Do what they needed to do. And the quiet as it's kept, the Georgia defense really did a good job on this series for Alabama with a short field. They just, man, to be honest with you, they just really played, smart football. Not dumb football, smart football. Kept it in bounds, pull, power eye, shotgun, shotgun draw. Play something simple, man. They didn't go too crazy. Post routes. Well, no, I'm sorry, not post routes. In and outs, small stuff like that. Things where they were going to win up front. And that's how Alabama did, obviously. They score on this play, as you can see here. The former Georgia boy, back. Obviously, and then they get it back. Georgia comes down. Pretty much, they get down there. Second and goal. They get ready to punch it in behind Carson Beck. He had did that earlier in the game, and it worked. Obviously, it didn't work on first down, so this is second down right here for them as they line it up. Pulls it, sends it straight through. Go ahead, give me a camera on it. There we go. Mitchell. All right. Alabama goes downfield, and this is what Alabama does. Strictly. Here comes Bama. In the final minutes of these games, somehow, some way, Alabama, and the fans even know it. The fans even know it, dude. The fans are aware of the situation at hand. This is where Alabama, they have gotten better at. This is what they should have did against Texas. Melrose goes in. Instead of running it more and more, slides down. Smart play, great IQ. Just knowing what he needs to get done. I love every second of it. It's just beautiful. Lines it up again, pretty much pushing the power forward. Nothing crazy, and pretty much this was the game. It wasn't high. It wasn't like the Washington Oregon State game where it's back and forth with points. It's fun to watch. This is one of those games where they ran the ball, they kept it slow, kept the pace up. It's what they did. And again, Melrose. He recovered his own fumble too, right here. That's crazy. But yeah, watch the hole open up. Boom. Straight through. And this is it. This is what UGA, they all season they've been suspect, UGA. Bama, they were suspect because they lost to Texas. Now we get into a real question. Does Texas go in the top 4 over Alabama? That's the fun part of this whole thing, is they take a knee here and we get ready to close it out. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. I'm going to get ready to watch this ACC game, see how that ends. But in the meantime, in between time, like, comment, and of course, always subscribe. Shout out to Carson Beck, man. Screenshot.